Thank you.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah, let me do the intro.
Yeah.
All right, this is the laziest intro ever. Loudest shit ever. I can't even see myself. What's up? Welcome to Android Trips with Skaliber. Number, I don't actually know.
Isn't that like number 6, number 7 by now? I can check. Let me see.
Yeah, just check it out real quick before I balls it up. Can you see me preparing my pancake?
Yes.
Oh, wow, what a good angle. All right.
What the fuck is the MJ Trips met Angelica Louisa? I haven't seen this one yet.
No, you couldn't watch it because it's Dutch, but we can talk about that one as well.
Nice.
That's a famous girl, chick. Nah, not famous. She was on television a bunch of times in the Netherlands, right?
Very cool.
And I met her because I worked with her at the beach club. I used to work with her, right? I got a new job now, but.
So did you know her before she was big, or?
No. I knew her. Like, she came working at the restaurant, and everybody was like, "Yo, have you seen her from TV?" And I'm like, "No," because I don't watch mainstream television, right? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I watched the clips in hindsight, and they're fucking trash, obviously. But she's a really nice girl. So you know, she's really friendly. Like, we have good chemistry in real life. And I was like, you know what we should fucking do? We should do a fucking podcast, right? Just so I can have your name in there. And the podcast has great views. Like, if you look at it, it has really good views.
Yeah, I saw it. It's decent. I just checked. We have only done 4 podcasts so far. Weirdly enough.
4 podcasts? I thought it was 6.
I thought it was more as well. Yeah.
We've done the one with Chalk as well. You remember?
Yeah. Although you counted that as number 3.
Oh, have I? Oh, so we've only done 3.
We've only done 3, really, yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, I feel like you're this classic character on the show, but maybe it's all just in my head.
Maybe.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to the show, guys. Skal, you took an edible, right?
I did. This is the first time it's MJ Trips with Skal also tripping, basically.
That's kind of exciting. Your Discord is gonna love this, right?
Yeah.
This last time the guys were like, "Holy shit!"
They're gonna lap it up, probably. Yeah, it'd be funny.
Alright, epic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll come join you for the podcast in a minute. I'll come down. Can you still see this?
Yeah, I can still see that. Yeah.
Wow.
I can see a lot of your room. Like, I can see a chair behind the table, I think.
There?
Yeah, it's pretty far.
Whoa! Can you see my barbecue?
No? Unless I'm missing a barbecue. I'm not sure.
No. I'm sure you couldn't see it. But hold up, let me tell you the story of the barbecue. That's kind of funny.
Yes.
Here I go. Okay, check it out. I found this barbecue, right? On the street. Because, listen, I was with two colleagues actually, from my old job, and they were talking about coming over to the school building because it's like a perfect place to have a barbecue, right? And I was like, yeah, that sounds fucking great. You guys should do it because I'm leaving soon, right? So it's nice to keep in touch with your old colleague. You have to do it by, having a barbecue, I guess. But everyone was like, no, but I don't have a barbecue or whatever, but we could just buy a cheap one, blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. The day went on, we didn't think about it anymore, or we didn't talk about it anymore. And I drove home, and I have an hour bike ride home from where I had my job, right at the beach. And I just found him, just like on the street, just like, here we go. And I was like, okay, God, I instantly stopped. I was like, okay, God, just send me a barbecue. Thank you, God. And it's kind of nice, right? It's stainless steel. I cleaned it already.
Yeah. It's nice. You basically just got free barbecue at perfect timing.
I got a free fucking barbecue. Exactly. I mean, I haven't invited them yet, which will be the next step. But anyways.
Fair enough.
My magic barbecue. So how are you feeling the weed right now? Wait, okay, hold up. Do you see me now?
Yes. You're like middle bottom of the frame.
Middle bottom?
Now you're center
middle?
frame. Yeah, now you're center frame.
This must be such a weird angle, man.
Yeah, I can see your entire room. It's interesting.
Okay,
yes,
I'm here for it.
There's been a few occasions in the past where I have consumed the devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce.
Sometimes it's gone very badly for me, weirdly enough. Although there's quite a story to that as well. So I think in the past, when I was on it, I had this awful like paranoia, like really like over the top anxiety about everything, to the point where it was like physically crushing, and all I could do was just like sit there and just kind of wait for it to finish.
Yeah, you gotta just want to lie down, right? That's the best. Just lay down in bed and just kind of forget that you were even breathing. Right?
Yeah.
Forget that you're even like existing.
Yeah.
It sucks, man.
And sometimes I had a real problem with that, but I've now actually since realized what that was, and I'm about to make a video which details this on my channel at some point in the future. But basically, I got diagnosed with depression about 2 months ago, which sounds like a massive deal, but it's not. Everyone keeps thinking it's a massive deal. It's really not. I don't want like.
Wait, what? This is you right now got diagnosed with depression 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Oh, you never told me.
Oh,
you don't seem depressed. Oh,
yeah,
that's fine.
it's a weird one. Obviously, people are different under different situations or whatever. But yeah.
So how did you get diagnosed with depression? What did you went to a doctor for this?
Yeah. Well, I basically.
You were tired, I guess, and stuff.
A lot of stuff was going wrong in my life at the time, like a lot of stuff. I kind of the reason why I didn't tell you actually is because I've fallen off Discord quite a bit recently. Like that's one of the side effects of all of this is I stopped being active on my server as much. I've got so many unread messages. I see people in the PCO VC every day, and I'm like, I'm just too busy or too distracted to join or whatever it would be. So the reason why I didn't tell you is because I just haven't been active with anything because of it, basically.
Is it just too much for you to get involved in like, and people will ask, how are you doing? And you have to explain your situation or whatever. It's just too much.
Basically. It's hard to explain. But I got to a point...
I'm trying to relate because, I've dealt with depression, of course, so it sucks, man.
Yeah. It got to a point in April of this year where it reached a pinnacle point, and I was pushed into phoning and speaking to a doctor about it, and they basically listened to my symptoms and some of the stuff that I've been through in the last few months, and they just said like, yeah, this is a just cut and dry case. So they put me on antidepressants, which I've now been on.
Oh, wow.
I've been on them for about 6 weeks, and they are helping. They're helping me a lot.
Really, you like antidepressants?
Yeah.
Do you know which ones you're on? I don't know if we have similar ones in the Netherlands, but I've been on a bunch, of course. Do you know? Do you know the name?
Yeah, they're called sertraline are the ones we have here, but there's loads of different brands that you can get depending on your situation. So they work really well. The point I was trying to make was I think the fact that I am now on antidepressants actually helps with my highs a lot, because since I've been on them, I've gotten high twice. This is the second time, and both have gone really well. I've just felt like chilled out and happy and slowed and relaxed. Like the stuff that you're supposed to feel from them, basically.
Instead of anxiety, you mean?
Instead of severe anxiety.
Right. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah. Well, so I don't really know much about antidepressants, but I guess I've done a bunch of them. As if it's like, hey, bros, let's do some antidepressants. But I've been on a bunch of them, and I don't know. My experience was always, for me personally, because when I needed antidepressants, my moods were like this, very very deep, very low lows, and I would also have some highs sometimes, you know what I mean? But the lows were just very deep, and I guess I couldn't cope, whatever. That's why they gave me antidepressants. Mm-hmm. And what antidepressants did for me is it removed the lows, or like it made them much more shallow, which was very nice. But also the highs were taken away from me. You know what I mean? It became very. Yeah, so at some point I felt like I was just walking around as a zombie. Like I was doing crazy fun shit. Like I'd be with a girl and she'd be like bra off, you know what I mean? And like massaging her and whatever. And I was like 18, right? I was like, fuck yeah, like living the dream. But I wouldn't feel anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
But do you experience this for yourself? Because that's instantly what I thought of when you said antidepressants.
I mean, not so much, unless maybe they haven't kicked in properly yet. I mean, it's a very varied amount of time for them to actually kick in properly. But no, I feel like it's the opposite for me. It's like beforehand, before I was on antidepressants, I'd say for about 2 or 3 months, I was at the point where I was only ever in a neutral or low mood. Like it was just always shit. I didn't have the occasional. Yeah, I didn't have the occasional fleeting high, like you say, like, occasionally you'll have a good day, occasionally have a bad day. Like for me, it was just bad for a long time.
Mm-hmm. So this is just better, I guess.
This is just better, yeah. So maybe I'm not experiencing crazy happiness all the time, but I certainly
you weren't anyways.
So
yeah, no, I understand.
This is like enough of an improvement for me for the time being. I'm only supposed to be on them for about 6 months, so I will be coming off them in just over 3 months' time. Well, no, just over 4 months' time. And I'm concerned to see what I will be like off them, because apparently a lot of people try and come off them, but they're worse than they were before, or something like that. So
Yeah, but that's. I think those stories are when it happens to people, they are worse for a while, and then they recover better than they were. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
You get off them, you have a bit of a dip. I don't think that's going to be a big deal for you.
yeah, fair.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't know you were struggling, man. Like, you could have. Well, I guess you knew you could have reached out, man.
Yeah, I've got. That's just personal stuff for me, unfortunately. I'm not very good at talking to people or asking for help, I guess. I don't know. But there you go. But honestly, that's what I mean though. Like, it really isn't that big of a deal. Like when I was depressed, I didn't think I was, and it was only when I got diagnosed that I realized. So I wasn't ever really like feeling the need to reach out for help. But things are just way better than they were now. So life is good. That's it, really.
Life is good and medicated and high.
Exactly.
Did you just have a gummy?
Yeah, it was a jelly baby, actually. Weirdly enough.
Who made them? How do you get these? I guess you can talk about it because it's really cool.
Honest to God, I don't know. Like, because what happened was it was a friend of a friend of a friend who came around to our accommodation because they were just visiting anyway, and we obviously told them to bring some stuff, and we pay for it. No idea where they get it from. No idea how they make it or anything like that.
This is the point with all those edibles, and then in the Netherlands, I feel like it's different because they're legal. So I guess it could be a company making them, but it's not like they have a machine that's making these. Like, these must be handmade in some way, right?
Yeah.
Somebody must have been there, or at least pouring the stuff into the mold, like creating it or whatever. Like, it's wild to think about. Somebody makes those.
So it was very cheap as well, which I was surprised by.
But effective for you?
Yeah, I mean, my
Nice.
my tolerance is very low, as I said,
Of course, yeah.
because I barely. I mean, I've probably still only ever done this less than a dozen times total. So I'm very new to it still, and I basically had half of a single jelly baby today, and that's more than enough for me. Like, I've done more than that in the past, because it's been a tub that we've had in for ages now. And yeah, it seemed to work fine for me. Yeah.
Interesting. I guess I've had theories about the antidepressants plus weed as well, because I remember when I was on antidepressants and I used to smoke weed, I would have crazy highs, which is not similar to what you're saying right now, but like, I felt like I was tripping, you know what I mean? Like, in a completely different fucking. I know weed changes the way you think, but when I think of the first times getting high, that's like, I don't know, man. It was incredible fucking highs. And I always had a theory that it was connected to when I was on antidepressants, because I remember that I had those crazy fucking highs for a long while, and then when I got off the antidepressant, they stopped. So I guess there is something to it that maybe it goes well together, but also, I don't know, man. Pills are weird, so I don't know. I couldn't recommend it, but
it might just be a combination of things. I don't know.
Well, like you said, if you get anxiety from weed and you have antidepressants that maybe reduce anxiety in a way, that might go hand in hand or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. How is your pancake, sir?
Good. I'm sorry for chewing into the mic. It's terrible.
Honestly,
No, it's good. It's a bung water pancake. I ate a bunch this morning as well. I just bagged. Oh yeah, I got a fucking wild story for you to tell you, by the way. Hold up, let me oh, I gotta get something to drink. I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
I'll be right back. Oh, do you have something to drink? Oh wait. You want to get a beer? I have Coronas.
Oh, you have Coronas? Oh my god.
Yeah, I have Coronas.
Shouldn't we be practicing social distancing then? Shouldn't you? Can you wear a mask, please?
Hey, nice.
That's something we could talk about. All the restrictions are lifted in the UK in less than 3 weeks.
Same. No. Oh, they're actually
ridiculous.
gone, I think, in the Netherlands.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Jesus.
Is it good? Is it not good? You don't think it's good?
I know I do think it's good. I think it's great, but I'm wondering if it's going to be permanent, because it seems like it's still too early for me.
Nah, I don't know, man. But they're also saying there's new variants and stuff.
Exactly.
Isn't there new COVID variants? Yeah, but I don't know who to fucking believe anymore, man. Get out of here with your new variants.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, why are these deadly now? Like, are we vaccinated now? Is that not the point? You know what I mean? Or do I just not understand how viruses work at some point? Like, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's weird because it's impossible to say whether or not the existing vaccines would protect you from the variants, I guess. I have no idea. I hope that is the case, but it probably isn't. I don't fucking know. It's all weird. But,
well, listen, I'm not anti-vax any stretch of the imagination, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, if it now means that, because I'm gonna get vaccinated soon, for the first vaccine, right? And I'm whatever, like, I'm cool with it, but I'm gonna think it's kind of fucking at least annoying if that now means that because COVID, it's always evolving, right? Do we need to get new vaccines every time? That's going to be kind of like, don't vaccinate me then. I'll survive COVID. I feel like, you know what I mean? But maybe I can say that.
I mean, I had my first vaccine, first of two, a couple of weeks ago now. Actually, I was just called up for it like normal, so I went for it, and it was fine. I was shitting myself on the day. I fucking hate needles. Hate it. Yeah, I went with my friend, and we both got them at the same time. Both went in for the same time, and we were in a little booth with a woman who was taking our details down, and she said, "Oh yeah, you two are friends. You can come here and do them at the same time, basically. Because if you're in the same household or you're in the same group, then you could go and sit that close to each other." But we basically went into this little booth, and she could literally see from the look on my face. She went to me and said, "Do you need to like look away or cover your eyes or something like that?" And I said like, yeah, I'm shitting myself, please. And she gave me the instructions, said roll up your arm, relax your arm, make it really, really relaxed, and then just literally look away. I didn't look away. I looked away and closed my eyes, and I was like, if I see it, I'm gonna freak out.
Epic, bro. But I guess she sees guys all day, right? She sees all day.
Probably has loads like that. But honest to God, I can tell you for real, if I would have seen that thing, I would have just ran. I would have been like, nah. So as long as I don't see it, it's fine.
What's up? I just got my COVID vaccine. There you go, the first shot. Right, I'm gonna get the Moderna / the Pfizer one, apparently, which is 2 shots, and it's the first shot. Just a little update for you to insert into the video, because I just received a file from you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna edit this part into our podcast just to let you know how much of a little bitch you are. Jesus Christ. The lady, she's super cute, by the way. I was flirting with her, the whole shebang, classic MJ shit, And okay, so listen to this, right? She grabs the needle. I sit down and she starts talking like, "Oh, you got a busy day ahead?" And I'm like, "No, not really." And then I'm pretty sure she just puts the needle in. I barely felt it. And then she was done, and I literally go, "Oh, is it done? Wow, you're so good at this. You should do something with that." And she goes, "Haha, I am, right? Fun." But anyways, you're a little bitch. Just got your ass whooped. Thanks for doing the podcast with me. I love you, bro.
What's weird about needles is that it goes into your veins. I feel like it would be less bad if it just went into your skin or whatever. But it's like they look for. I feel like maybe as a human you're supposed to cringe at that, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like you shouldn't do that, right?
Oh, it's wrong. Yeah,
it's wild. I don't get how heroin addicts do it, man. Like, how do you even get the first shot of heroin? You know what I mean? I get that once you do it once, that you're kind of hooked, maybe, and that's why you keep doing it. But then your desire for it is so strong that you go through that fear. But I don't understand how you take the first shot of heroin. Like, when you're not an addict, just go, "Fuck yeah, man, rock star, let's go." That's wild, right?
Thought just seems awful. It really does. I think it must be something similar though, because like I had a friend when I was younger who was diabetic, not the type 2 diabetes where you're like old and fat and need to be functioning differently, but when your like liver, like, or not liver, pancreas just fails outright, when you can be usually quite young and get it, I think. And this guy had to prick his thumb every single day, like twice a day, to check his blood sugar levels to see how much insulin he needed to inject himself with. I think it's how it works anyway. And the idea of having to prick my thumb twice a day, every day. Like,
your thumb?
I hate that.
It's a tiny. Yeah, okay, but I bet it's a tiny little needle.
But your thumb, like,
I don't think that's not. Wait, what type of needles are you scared of? You're scared of the big ones, right?
Well, no, it's not. It's not needles. It's the fact that there's an incision, like the fact that there's a cut. Like my.
Do you feel? Are you scared of like wasps stinging you and stuff?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, like
I hate
wasps and stuff. I think it is actually. Yeah, I think it's kind of like a fear of blood, but not really blood. It's more specific. It's like blood. It's like my own body being like cut open, if that makes sense. So it's not even needles as such. It's just the fact that my skin gets like pierced into, like,
which is a fair fear, right, to have as a human being. Like if I thought about this a bunch. Like if fear, probably know about the theory that fear is you need it, right? Or what? The theory would be that fears are, like, for example, I have a crazy fear of spiders, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the theory, I don't know what the fucking theory is, but the point is that the theory would be that maybe I developed this fear for spiders because of black widows or whatever. Because maybe this fear of spiders kept my ancestors alive, maybe. But that would mean that there's like DNA memory or whatever. So I don't know if that's how it works, or it just means evolutionary. That could be evolution, I guess.
I don't really know. I think that is an interesting idea though, because if your ancestors feared spiders as a genetic mutation and they lived in some like hot country where spiders are huge, then maybe that does make sense. That does make complete sense.
It's like how snakes is one of the most common fears for humans, and so many like natural fears, and so many humans, like, you rarely see a snake. Like you don't have bad encounters with snakes, and that's why you're scared of them, right? Like how you can be scared of a car because you've always been hit by one, but you're never going to be born with a fear of a car. You know what I mean?
That's true.
For some reason, a lot of humans get born with a natural fear of snakes, and I imagine this is the theory, right? That's because, exactly like you said, your ancestors survived certain scenarios because they ran away from the scenarios, right? Because there was a scary, spooky snake.
Interesting. So my ancestors survived as well as they did because they were worried about bleeding, which is perfect.
Yeah, or like maybe crazy hornets, right?
That's a fair point. Yeah. No, I fucking hate wasps and shit. Like, if I hear anything buzzing nearby me, I will jump out of my skin and try and move to the other side of the room as fast.
Oh, but you're gonna fucking get stung though.
Yeah.
That's how you get stung.
I know, because when you freak out, that's what freaks them out, and then they want to sting you.
Like, I've never been stung by a wasp, knock on wood, by the way. But I feel like it's because I'm so chill around them. Like, I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I do tense up because I'm like, okay, I gotta be careful not to, because I don't want to like squish my neck, for example, and like that it gets caught in between or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm trying to say? Like, accidentally make them. I don't want to accidentally make a movement so it can get caught. But you gotta stay cool. They never fucking bite me, man.
That's fair. No, wasp stings are awful, and bee stings. Like, literally just having this thing like lodged in your skin, and if you don't remove it, it's not moving, basically.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta suck it out, right?
Yeah, or like tweezers, I guess, would usually be the right way.
Have you done it?
Yeah, I did. I had to do it quite a few years ago. I think I was probably like still a teenager, maybe younger. But I have a very vivid memory of my granddad, weirdly enough, with tweezers against my arm or hand or wherever it was, and like
against my balls.
fucking pulling this thing out of my arm or something like that. Maybe the fact that I can remember that so well is connected to the fear. Yeah,
maybe
possibly. I think so.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Progression. Nice.
Yeah. So I've got depression, severe phobia of needles and paper cuts, for Christ's sake. What else do we have here?
You're probably a simp.
I definitely am a simp, that's for sure. I mean, I have a friend on Discord, right? And his
it's Chuck.
about it could be his like about you on Discord is literally just simping as its own reward, and I'm like,
oh man,
thank you. Yes, I am joking,
shit,
by the way, don't worry.
This cannot be the energy I hang out with. No, I am joking as well. Like, even if listen, I don't know why I look there as if the camera's there. Camera's right there. Even if there are Sims watching right now, we don't care, man. We're cool with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know,
me and Skal, everything goes. You know what I mean?
That is
not anything.
Well,
not fascism.
Yeah, that's not allowed. No, you know, murder, rape. It's gonna have to say that's a big no-no. But you know, if it's not,
no, women can rape men.
That's an odd statement. Okay, yeah, that's actually an interesting idea, right? So I was about to say,
I'm just kidding.
I was about to say anything that isn't illegal. Okay, so for example, we are okay with anything that isn't illegal. But I think actually a better way of describing that would be immoral, because I think that there are some laws which exist which aren't based on morality, basically. So if it isn't immoral, we're okay with it.
Oh, so like me getting illegal weed.
Yeah. Me just being high in general. Like,
oh yeah, I guess
at any
you wouldn't be
point in
allowed
my
to be
life.
high.
No.
Isn't that wild that now like these used to be like rules for countries, right? And whatever, every country is allowed to have their own rules, whatever. Okay, it's just how the world is, I guess.
Yeah.
But now that we're in a time where literally everything is connected, as long as there's satellites flying around, there's many satellites, only going to be more, right? So everything is just going to be indefinitely connected, unless you pull a China and you completely lock yourself off, right? Like they've done with censorship. Isn't it so fucking weird that now that everything is connected, I'm allowed to sit here and be high, talk to you, expose you to it, and we can talk about it, but technically you're not allowed to be high. You know what I mean?
Technically, yes.
It's wild, right?
To be fair, I'm not the law on it's really weird in the UK. I think selling drugs is illegal, but actually like consuming them isn't, apparently.
Maybe it's illegal, but they allow it or something.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like, okay, if I walk past a police officer in the UK, absolutely stinking of weed, but I wasn't obviously a dealer or someone who would sell it or was just carrying it in bulk, then they probably just wouldn't care. I feel, I don't know. I feel like whenever I'm in the town or the city, you walk past 3 people a day who stink of it. Like they don't get arrested. So I don't know.
Hey,
it's a very recognizable smell. Yeah, exactly.
No, it is. It's totally recognizable. It's also. I wonder how many plants have like similar smells. I know beer kind of smells similar.
Some
like
kind, yeah. There's one beer in particular. Some of you from
Heineken.
Heineken, you fucking know it as well.
We talked about this. No, we talked about this on the
Did
first
we talk?
podcast.
Oh, okay, yeah, nice.
And then it also triggered a mental memory. I was about to make a joke regarding it, but then you said the thing.
Nice. Yeah, Heineken. It's
Heineken, but I'm drinking Corona right now, man, because I kind of felt like I had to. But it's kind of gross, Corona. I don't like it. I like Desperados more.
Yeah, I prefer
Desperados?
Desperados. Yeah. Corona.
Because Desperados is just a better Corona.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I get really into like IPA and stuff myself now. So like BrewDog and stuff like that. It's good. But yeah.
The new job I work at, we brew. I don't really do it. I'm just a cook and I work in the garden. But they brew their own beer. They have their own beer brand, and it's really cool. Yeah, and they're like on there's like apps where people go. There's like big apps where people go when they go. I guess when people are really into beer, you have this app and then you can see which restaurant brew their own beer. Right? You can go there and you can leave like a review and whatever. It's called Untapped, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
And they got like a bunch of reviews. Like it's really fun. I bet if you're brewing beer, I bet it's really fun, right? They have IPA as well.
Yeah. The place I work at doesn't have their own, but a lot of them do. Like there's pubs in the UK. I know Green King is I don't know if that's a pub chain in where you are. Probably not. But like Green King has its own ale, for example.
No, it's not.
No, yeah. I figured not.
Green King? What is it then?
Green King. Yeah, it's like just a typical chain pub type. Do you know Weatherspoons at all? Do you know what Weatherspoons is?
Weatherspoons?
He doesn't know. That's so weird. I feel like I always forget that there are some of these companies which seem massive, but they do only exist in the UK. Like they're not multinational companies at all.
What's it called? Weatherspoon?
Weatherspoons. Yeah.
Yeah, but but we have. Do you know Albert Heijn? No, you don't know Albert Heijn.
No.
Yeah, that's like the biggest. It's like everybody knows Albert Heijn. Like, there's not a single Dutch person who doesn't know Albert Heijn. It's like classic, and they're really tuned into like Dutch culture as well. Like, it's like the fucking supermarket. But no, and it feels like such a big icon in the Netherlands, but it's actually in the grand scheme of things, it means nothing. Nobody gives a fuck. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with, I guess, Weatherspoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Well, if you ever come to the UK, and you want to seem like
if you ever want to come to the UK, yeah, man, I'd love to see you in the UK. I'm being that serious.
Hey, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing Chalk soon, actually. I'll touch about that in a minute. But yes.
You're seeing Chalk soon?
Yeah, I might be doing.
Talking about that in a minute.
Yes. So, yeah, if you ever come to the UK and you're with a bunch of strangers and you want to seem like you fit in, just say, you want to go spoons? As in, Weatherspoons gets shortened to just spoons. And there's over like 300 of them in the UK. They're just the most typical pub, like just really basic pub, basically.
There's I don't think in the Netherlands there's any pub chains.
Really? This is all independent places.
Pub chains?
Yeah.
It isn't a pub. I mean, I don't really go out like that anyways, to be honest, but I don't think there's pub chains. Like, there's supermarket chains. Or, like, I don't know. A lot of chains, restaurant chains. There's no pub chains.
Really? That's so. Yeah, pub chains are a massive thing here. Like,
yeah, but UK has huge beer culture, right? Or like alcohol culture, right?
Yeah, pub culture. Yeah, it's like a remnant of 1920s England as far as I'm aware, so it's weird. But yeah, no, the job that I work for now is also a chain pub. It's just a different type, different one. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's fun. Your new job's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's very similar to my previous bar work. It's decent. Like the thing that I like most about it at the moment is just I've met loads of people who I'm really good with, like really friendly with. It's nice. But yeah.
Okay. Colleagues are cool.
Yeah, it's good.
And how are the hours? You working late?
Yeah, late shifts. Like I finished the day at like 2 a.m. Like that's like the latest it would be at the moment because of COVID. But,
oh right.
Yeah.
And normally would it be later?
Well, yeah. I mean, if it's not COVID and it's like a Friday or Saturday night, you can be finishing at like 3 or 4 a.m. depending on how late the place shuts.
Sorry, I think I need to turn on my light because it's getting like really dark. It's like actively the sun is actively setting, right?
Yeah, it looked cool for the video. To be fair, started out.
Yeah, but this is.
Went slightly darker.
Yeah, but I feel like nobody noticed because I don't notice when I'm in real life observing the world, right? I don't actually notice when it gets darker.
Yeah, fair. Are you wearing a man bun?
No. No, I'm not. I hate that you say that. This is not a man bun.
It kind of is.
No, man bun is like this, bro. Man bun is like shaven right here.
Well, yeah,
and then like
yeah.
it's like up here and it's short. I'm not wearing a man bun. I just have too much hair, so I like to wear a ponytail. But I've only been doing it for like, yeah, man. I've been growing it.
And yeah, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Why, man? Just grow it out.
I've been thinking about it.
I'm going for Orlando Bloom. I'm bringing it back. Look, don't I look good? I don't actually know. I can't see myself because my ketchup bottle is.
Yeah, it looks good actually. Yeah, it looks alright. I feel like you got the hair color to pull it off. I feel like my hair only suits being boring because it's just like somewhere in between light brown and ginger. But yeah.
Light brown and ginger.
How would you describe my flop? There you go.
Not ginger.
It's been described as ginger many times, weirdly. I don't know. But yeah.
No, it's just like, it's like oak.
Oak. I like that. I have oak hair. Yes.
Oak hair. Nice sweater. I couldn't see it before. What is it? A blouse.
Oh, this
shirt.
It's like a plaid shirt. Yeah, I got this from a charity shop.
Oh man, I'll wear a plaid shirt. Hold up, what else are you wearing?
It's fucking huge. I'm wearing black t-shirt, black jeans. I look very emo.
Oh shit, man. I'm gonna join you, motherfucker.
But yeah.
Oh wait, where's my shirt? Here it is.
You can see I have another one right here. I do like to wear them quite a lot.
This is the weirdest podcast vibe I've ever had. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I keep looking at the time because it's fascinating to me. Like it's been half an hour already. It feels like it's been about 5 minutes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I've never tried harder. I think it's because we're both high. It's incredible. I have a great time. But I'm just saying, this is the weirdest podcast vibe I've ever had because it's like it's MJ Chuck though. Like this is it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We haven't really stuck to any topic.
No, we haven't.
Which is great.
I have a cool story. I have a cool story to tell you, though.
Yes, please do. Yes.
Okay. Hey, look at this.
Oh my god! Look at us go.
It's also too big.
Plaid shirt boys.
Okay, man.
Yeah, I bought this from a charity shop. It's XXXL, which is ridiculous.
XXXL.
But it's just comfy, so I don't really care.
What is a charity shop to you?
Huge. Charity shop is a thing which I guess is probably more of a UK thing actually, because I feel like it just is.
No, I bet we have them, but we have like secondhand clothes shops and stuff. Is that the same?
It's basically that. You have like secondhand clothes shops and stuff in the UK as well, but charity shops, like for example, Cancer Research UK. Has charity shops, and what they are is literally just a place where you go in there, people drop off their clothes for free, they don't get paid anything for it, and then if you buy the clothes from there, it's just 100% of the profits go into like a charity, or maybe like 80% of the profits or whatever, but they're generally like, you generally just get like really obscure old clothes from places like that. So some people like the vibe of it. It's like,
so it is secondhand clothes, but it's just better concept, I guess.
Yeah, it's like it's more centered around charity as opposed to selling and reselling.
Yeah. But I like the selling and reselling part. I mean, what you're saying is cool too. But I'm cool with like just the fact that something is old, but you don't throw it away. You know what I mean? Just like keep it in rotation of the world. I kind of really like that idea.
Exactly. Because I feel like some really old guy might have had this for ages, and I'm giving it more life. It's good.
Yeah, man, that's cool. And fucking like people think it's gross, but it's like they're really. I mean, they should. I mean, in the Netherlands at least, I'm pretty sure they have like really tight like like rules for like washing clothes and whatever. Like, and you're not buying underwear, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Like when I got this, I put it on once just to try it for the size, and then it went straight in the wash basket, and then I washed it, and then I'm wearing it. So it's like
exactly.
It's been washed by them once, and it's been washed by me again. So it must be fine, right?
So it's clean because it's washed by them, and then it's yours because it's washed by you.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, it's how it goes.
It's a good way of putting it.
You wash your own. Wait, this is just the way it is, man.
Yeah.
You wash your own clothes.
Exactly. I claimed it. It had
No,
my.
do you
Go on.
Do you wash your own clothes? Do you do it yourself?
Yeah. Well, I use the laundry, obviously, but yeah, I obviously when I moved out from home to come to university, I was trying to be as independent as possible. So whenever I've gone home, I have sometimes taken a few clothes and been like, "Mum, can you wash these? Thank you." I don't use.
I do it all the time.
Yeah,
my mom does it.
No, I mean, to be honest, it's a bit more of a trek. I have to get like a long train journey or like an hour's car drive or whatever. So it usually.
No,
is more convenient.
I bike for an hour to bring my mom my laundry.
that is like the maximum effort way of avoiding doing something. Like, surely at that point, it's just easier to do it yourself than like.
100%, yeah, 100%. I agree. But it's just, yeah, because you're totally right. Because right now I play this weird game of managing my clothes. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, will I have enough? And like taking it there. And it's much easier if I just went, okay, you know what? Just like it doesn't matter because it's available to me within 24 hours whenever I need it.
Yeah.
It would be so much easier. But I don't know, man. I got the neighbor here, and I have to share with him, and I don't have an issue with that. Like I'm sure it's hygienic, whatever. But it's just that it takes away my freedom, right? Because if I have to rely on the dishwasher that I share with him, if I can't just leave laundry in it, right?
Yeah.
And then fuck off, you know what I mean? Like I have to like make sure I empty it because what if he wants to use it, right? I don't want to like, you know what I mean? It's like a whole thing, like it's like super annoying, so I just don't want to do it.
I get that.
And my mom likes doing it for me because she's like, yeah, I get to see you, and I like to. I'm still like your mom in a way, and I'm like, great.
Yeah.
Like,
that's cute.
Keep those motherly. Yeah, no, it's adorable. My mom was great.
But yeah, no, I like it. The independence, it's good.
Sorry,
but yes,
I'll tell you this. I'm gonna tell you the story. I'm ready. Okay, so
Fucking
today,
hell.
I know. I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
I have no attention span. Like
Go.
Yes. Okay, so today I was chilling with a girl, right? Nothing out of the ordinary, just a fucking, hookup thing, like just for fun, whatever, who cares? And we were just chilling, and we were looking for a place to hang out in nature where we had some privacy, if you know what I'm saying. Because the weather was great, it rained for a bit, but then it got dry again, so, and we I don't know, there was like a busy road, and next to it there was like a dirt road, and we went into the dirt road, and then it turned, there was like, I don't know, we went through some wooded area, I guess, and then behind that was like a cornfield, so it was like fucking perfect, right? Amazing. And this is like a weird little detail of that area that we were in, right? Because there was like, those little, like, I guess they're hunter cabins or whatever. It's a meter by a meter by a meter, so one cube. I don't really know.
Yes.
It's a really small cabin, right? It's like you couldn't even lay down. You could never lay down. It's like literally, it's just for standing in. I guess there's like a little stool in there, but it's just so you can sit and just watch, right?
Yeah.
It's like black, and there's like a tiny little slit that opens up, right? You can watch the birds. So there's like it's a square, right? So there's like a little slit here and a little slit here and a little slit there and a little slit in the back. So I guess for hunting birds. I think I've seen like in a documentary, I've seen hunters use it, but I don't know if I don't know why you would hunt like in an next to a cornfield, but maybe they would, or it's just for watching birds or whatever. There was like a little fucking cabin, but we weren't gonna get nasty in the cabin, so we just walked past it, whatever. And we went into there was like a, I don't know, it's like a grass patch and then cornfield and bushes. So we just sat in the grass patch, whatever. We got it on. It was great. And we gotta head back, right? So whatever, the deed is done. Mm-hmm. And when we walked past this little cabin, we discussed this little cabin, right? Me and this chick, we knew that this cabin was there. We even considered fucking in there. We were like, nah. And all the windows were closed. We were like, I don't even know how to get in it. I don't want to find out. And then when we were done doing the thing and we were walking back, this is super creepy. This happened today. Like, I haven't even processed it myself. Mm. One of the windows was open of the little cabin, right? I'm not fucking around. This just happened today. Like, it's just totally fucking weird.
Yeah.
And the window facing us, right? And she said it to me, and she was like, yo, the window is open. And I was like, I don't know, I felt maybe we were really far away. So I was like, maybe it's like a visual thing where maybe you think it's open, but actually it's not. It's just the shade or whatever. So I was just trying to make sense of it. And it seemed like it was open. Then my mind is going, it must have fallen off. You know what I mean? Like maybe the trapdoor, the hatch, maybe it fell off or whatever. Or maybe the wind blew it or whatever. And then it just clicks. No, it's open. You know what I mean? And I say to her, there's somebody in there. And she goes, nah. You know what I mean? And then, we got closer, right? And there's definitely, I see shining glasses, and man, it's fucking wild, man. And we got closer, right? And we just walk past it, like really, I don't know, man. I felt defeated at that point. I was like, like this guy just saw me, like, dick out. I don't know what he saw, but I felt like I can't like lie my way out of it or whatever. Like I can't bullshit my way out of it. I just gotta like, I don't know. I just walked like, all right, you know what I mean? And I looked at him for so long because I couldn't believe there was a guy there. It was like and he had like a silly green little hat. You know what I mean? I guess a bird watcher and like a thick white beard, like little glasses, and he was such a total fucking cuck. You know what I mean? and he looked at me and he said something as well as I walked away. So I walked. This is fucking wild, man. This happened today. I cannot believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I walk past the little cabin, right? And I just keep looking at him, because not out of like trying to intimidate him, but just like pure fucking like, holy shit, what? Still trying to make sense of it, right? So I just walk past him, right? And he leans out of it and he says something, but I don't know, I never registered. But I'm like, what the fuck just happened, right? And then we saw his car parked. So I guess he is like either a hunter / bird watcher, right? And he just happened to go there and just decided. But who decides to sit down, right? Like the cabin, or he was in the cabin and we didn't notice. But he was in there the whole time. No, it's not possible because his car was suddenly there. Or it was a car there. I have to assume it's his. Jesus fucking Christ. That's a wild fucking story, man.
So do you basically think you were getting perved on by some bird watcher?
Well, I don't know, when he joined, I don't know, this was a private event, and I guess we were doing it in public, so I guess it's, probably a risky thing, I guess, but...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know what he saw, but it's kind of undeniable that he went in there, like, you know what I mean? I can't make this up. Like, he went into it's a conscious decision, right? It's not like he did it on accident. Like, he sat down for it, you know what I mean? Fucking wild, man. Yeah. I feel kind of like violated. You know what I mean? So, not like violated, but like my personal space.
When will we see MJ Trips number 39 caught dogging?
Wait, what did you say?
Dogging. I guess you probably don't know what that is. Dogging. No,
what is dogging? I laughed at the MJ Trips number 39 because I was like, man, there will be so many podcasts that's like far in the future. But
well, yeah.
What's dogging?
No, okay, how do I explain this? Basically, it's kind of like the act of having sex in an outdoor place, but also some people just say it's like specifically when someone's also watching, though. So I don't know, it's like it's one of those things. It doesn't really have a real definition, but people, basically when you fuck outside, that's the joke.
And you get caught doing it,
yeah.
But I would have to do it on Pornhub. But I still feel like it would be such a fucking thing I would just enjoy, is to have a sex career. Yeah. Separate, like on Pornhub or whatever, separate from YouTube, just like have you know what I mean? And then exactly like MJ Trips,
MJ Fox. Come on.
MJ Fox, yeah, it's gotta be MJ Fox.
MJ Trips and Fox. That would be an interesting crossover episode.
No, it couldn't be. It would have to be clever because MJ is Nicky Joe and marijuana, right?
Ah.
So it would be fucking with MJ or
Fuck.
whatever.
Wait, so is MJ Trips a pun?
Oh man,
I
have
didn't-
you not seen it? Oh, bro, like nice. Okay, hold up. Can you
is wrong
you're
with
like
me?
this? Go. No, it's all right. That's clever, right? go to the check out my channel and go to the playlist and then go to the description. Go to where you can see the description of the playlist. I can never figure it out on mobile, but
I'm so dumb. MJ Trips. Yeah, they've got the playlist.
and same with cooking with MJ, right? It's all right,
Oh
man.
my god, that's amazing.
That's a game. That's a
How
game
did
you
I
play. Thank
never
you.
make that connection, bruh?
I don't know, man. But Jesus gave me this name. Like, you know, God meant for me to get high. My name's MJ. My birthday is 420. Like, what do you want from me? You know what I mean?
Incredible. You were destined for greatness.
I was destined to get incredibly high, at least.
Destined for stonedness, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A stone to destiny.
Amazing.
MJ Trips.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's actually weird. I think the last time I did a fucking podcast with you was just after I'd done Molly again back in April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you seem so happy, though. I mean, I feel like we were.
Yeah.
But we've talked in between, have we? Have I just neglected you as a friend? Do you feel
no,
like
it's
I
not
feel
your
like I neglected you as a
It's not
friend?
your fault. It's my fault as well. I've been less talkative on everything. Like, trust me. There's so many people online
we
that I
tried
don't
to do
speak too much anymore.
Yeah, I get you, man. We tried to do a podcast before as well, but it just didn't work out, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's taken a while.
You talk to
But yeah.
you talk to like real life friends though, like you're talking
Yeah.
like what's for the depression? Like what makes you depressed? Like what are you doing? Do you have bad habits?
Nah, it's a combination. of things. It's hard to describe, actually. It's like okay, so for a period of time, I was like, if I wasn't doing something to like distract myself from my sadness, then I would just like spiral into a point of like almost mania, which is the way that I described it. Which is probably why I should have like spoken to it earlier. But yeah.
Do you still work out?
Nah, I don't. Weirdly enough, right? I went to the gym for like 6 weeks straight. Like I was doing really good, and then when I went on these antidepressants, I stopped wanting to go because when I went to the gym every day, it was such like a.
You were going to the gym when you were depressed?
Yeah, I forced myself.
Wow, man.
No, this
shit, man.
This is the thing. I am not the kind of person to genuinely just sit there and just be in bed all day because I'm still. Yeah.
I'm glad we addressed that. I didn't realize you were also working out. Sucks, man.
No,
you have it
it's
rough, I
fine.
guess.
Yeah, no, because like I'm the kind of person where like I have the capacity to think to myself, okay, I'm feeling low. In order to get better, I need to get up and do something, eat something, drink something, go walk around. Like it all makes you feel better. Like I'm
move,
capable of
yeah.
telling myself that. So no, when I was going to the gym, I was going to the gym because it made me happier. Because like working out and exercising intensely like releases a lot of good chemicals in the brain. So I would regularly go like 6 times a week, 7 times a week to the gym, like literally once a day, pretty much, just because I would like look forward to that hour because I would feel good about it afterwards. And then when I went on antidepressants, I guess because I'd come to associate the gym with giving me happiness, if I now was like happy anyway, so I was less motivated to go to the gym all of a sudden. So
yeah, but you gotta fight that demotivation though. You gotta go to the gym.
Yeah,
right?
I'm planning to get started again soon. I'm gonna. I've got like.
Are you like shredded right now? Did you just like through your depression, like running away from your like thoughts? I guess did you turn shredded?
I had fucking guns for a bit. Yeah, I was proper chuffed with it. Like I could physically feel my arms getting bigger every week.
Oh man, nice.
Yeah, I had solid abs. Like I could plank for 2 minutes straight. I had like a bit of pec muscle coming on, shoulder muscles, back muscles. Like it was like arms were. I feel like arms are easiest to train than anything else in the gym. But like, I had a bit of muscle coming on.
Our arms are easiest anyways. But I've also noticed that what sucks right now. Did you ever do creatine?
No.
Well, I finished my routine right now, so I'm off it. You have to use it, and then you have to be off it. When it finishes, you have to be off it for like 2 months, or whatever. I mean, I think that's the theory my stepdad told me, anyways. But so I'm off it right now, and I noticed that it helps you like last longer, like get more reps in, right?
Oh,
you don't get muscle ache as much as well, so you can go more, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've noticed that since I'm off it, all my workouts, it's like push-ups, it's like all stuff that I can do in the house, right? Because I don't go to the gym, so I just have kettlebells. I have one that's like 16 kilos right now that I'm like trying to fucking master. I'm going to master, not there yet. It's really tough, bro. I can't even lift it like this.
Really? Well, 16 kilos is a lot.
So, but I'm used to these little bitches. Like I never had more than this, and these are like 5 kilo each.
That's yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough, yeah, but once you get used to them, especially because I was on creatine, it's like no big deal, right?
This is 8 kg here, all my weights put together.
I've seen that, yeah, nice. That's good though.
Before. That was like when I was at my peak work. Oh fucking hell! that's double what this is. That's ridiculous. When
but it's really I can do it. Look, I literally can do it.
Yeah, because
I can do it.
Oh, I can.
But that's it. It's like super tough.
And I'll do 2.
Now do 2. Do 2. Live on camera. Let's go, bitches. I've never done 2. It's really embarrassing. But I can't. I swear to God.
Amazing.
I know I'm like the workout. I'm supposed to be the workout guy, but I can't do it.
Well, you know, that is something I'll take away from this. I'm going to start going to the gym again to the same level that I was before. We shall see who the workout guy is, bitch.
The workout guy, bitch? Did you just say that to me, bitch? Man. Holy shit.
Yeah,
this fucking guy. Bro, I'm kind of ripped though, but I'm glad I got this fucking guy now, because I completely fucking punched those guys into the ground, you know, the 5 kilo ones, like, I completely obliterated those, which is good, but now I needed something, like, better, because I feel like all my workouts, like, I was at a point, like, where I was doing, like, 130 of these, you know what I mean, and it's, like, way too many, you know what I mean, and I don't feel like doing, like 4 reps of 130, right? Because they're just too light for me. But this one is way too heavy right now. I don't really know, but I'll figure it out. I was also trying to use beer crates for a while.
Yeah, I mean, you can get stuff like that, like the adjustable weights, like I've got like pretty cheap on Amazon, really. And I guess I've just got all of them on right now, but you can obviously change it around and have different weights. But yeah, oh, you're right. They're looking very pensive.
I know what that means. Yeah, I want to get some water, but I feel like an asshole leaving you with the camera alone.
No, go for it. I'll do Skal Trips mini series where I answer messages.
Oh, okay, great.
Enjoy your water. Okay, pensive. Pensive means, let's see, engaged in or reflecting deep or serious thought.
Ooh.
I knew the word existed. I didn't know exactly what it meant, though. I'm just a preachy boy.
That's all I know how to do, though.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I have some funny news to tell you regarding the podcast. And then I will have to go after. I'm a little bit late for something.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. You gotta go?
Bear with me just 1 second. Oh, crap.
Wait, don't tell me that the chillest podcast ever is not lasting forever.
Nah, I just changed my mind. Because
You sound sad though.
I was going to meet up with a guy today after this because he's going home from university soon, and I was literally just about to put a message open to be like, oh yeah, I'll just be 10-15 minutes and I'll come and see you, and he messaged me already saying, nah bro, it's too late, don't worry about it. So podcast can go on.
Bro.
Yay.
Bro, just tell him that you want to see him.
Yeah, let me see, because I feel kind of bad. This is what
Don't be depressed. Don't be depressed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. This is the thing I feel about like I was saying before, like being too busy for a lot of stuff. Like I haven't made YouTube videos in ages. Like it's not really because of depression at this point. It's just because of time. Like I don't have the time to do stuff.
Put out the podcast that you did with Ewan, man. It's on your computer. Just put it out. Just put it on your channel.
Right, there we go. True, I've still got that actually. Yeah, I'll put that out as a video.
Don't even edit it because don't even edit it. Like whatever, who cares? It's too much anyways.
Yeah.
Just like put it all out there.
Well, anyways, I have messaged the guy now, and he will be back in 5 minutes. So I'll stay until the hour mark, and then I'll go in to see him. But yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you, man, for doing the podcast with me.
Of course.
You motherfucker! We're gonna do another one soon.
Yes, we are.
We can't go into it, but are you excited?
No. Yeah, I'm very fucking excited, bro. You've watched all 4 episodes that are out, right?
Yeah, of course, man. Like, it's my shit, right?
It's
I'm into
the
it.
best thing that's come out of Marvel in so long. It's so good.
Yeah, I agree, but I wasn't that into it at first.
Really?
I remember I told you.
Yeah,
I remember. I told you that I wasn't like that excited. Like I was very excited for Falcon Winter Soldier, WandaVision especially, but I remember not being too excited for this one because I was like, whatever, it's gonna be zany and weird and not grounded at all. But
Yeah.
actually, it's I don't know, it's completely gripping. It's incredible.
Yeah, I think it's really fucking good. We will not discuss much more of it here, but there you go. One thing that we can discuss, however, that we have also watched is Invincible, which I thought was very good.
Oh yeah, we watched Invincible. Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, we were supposed to do a podcast about Invincible. Well, this is it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. You know how I found out?
Go on.
I think it was because Kevin Smith.
No, actually.
He's like a big comic book guy. He's like my favorite. When I'm like watching a series, he's like my favorite guy to hear talk about it.
I've heard the name before. I think. Yeah.
He's like in the cantina, like hey, like a comedian. He's like done a bunch of movies as well. But anyways, it's not relevant. But I don't know what I was gonna say. What were you gonna say?
Invincible.
Excited? Invincible.
Yes.
Yeah, and he talked about Invincible, and I was like, whatever. And I've been getting it. I've been seeing it. I don't know how, but it's been like on my. I've been seeing like screenshots of it, like memes of it or whatever. And I did something really stupid, and that's why I told you to watch it, because I went in. You know how there's many. Like whenever you know how on Marvel there's like so many YouTube videos and it's like the complete comic book history of Mobius or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But like I don't click those because I don't want to get spoiled for Loki right now.
Yeah.
But I did do that for Invincible, right? Like so I basically I knew why it was fucking great to watch, right?
Yes.
So I basically just started watching it to understand how it would actually was put together.
Nice.
But It's really cool though. It's really epic. I like how so fucking gory, disgusting the story go.
Yeah, it's really like it's gritty. It's weird. Like one of the. I mean, to be fair, right? So I already found out online that you can obviously look into the comics and stuff, and you can get an idea of what's going to happen in the next seasons because they're obviously going to
because that's exactly that's what I'm saying. I know what's coming, right? I wish I knew.
Don't tell me.
I won't. No, I won't.
Yeah,
I won't.
I specifically avoided because like I remember I was there and I'd finished season 1, and of course I'm like, oh my god, that was so fucking good. I want to know what happens. And there were like articles coming up on like YouTube and Google, my phone's news column.
What's gonna happen next?
And they're like, hey, look, you can just click here and see what happens. And I'm like, no, please.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's weird. That's weird about Invincible. Like with Marvel, it doesn't work that way because Marvel doesn't follow any comic book narrative per se.
Not exactly. They take inspiration. Yeah, but they always mix and match. It's like a whole thing. It's whatever. But apparently, this is just literally like, This is but whatever. It's a one-to-one adaptation, pretty much. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
But what a fucking story, man. Okay, so we can talk about season 1 though.
Yeah,
sure.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, the only thing I really want to talk about, which I think was the highlight of the entire show, was obviously the finale. I thought it was. I thought it was
his
really
dad
good.
beats up. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, just that moment where he, obviously he's told him now that he's immortal. He's gonna live through the deaths of every one of his loved ones ever, and just have to deal with it basically.
And Mark's mom is a pet.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously such an awful way of looking at things, like such a horrific look on life. And then in that moment where he's smashing down onto him so hard that the ground is splitting open, and he says, what would you have left? After 100 years, 500 years, 1,000 years, what would you have left? And then just like beaten on the ground, he just kind of like whispers out, I'd have you. And it broke me. I was like, oh my god. Yeah. I saw it coming, but like that's heartbreaking. Fucking hell. Like as many mistakes as this guy has made, as much as his father is a terrible father figure, he's still like, just because he's family, I guess, like he still just wants to see him do well. It reminds me a lot actually of the Skywalker Darth Vader interaction in episode 6, like where he thinks he's still redeemable. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's nice. Yeah.
Is that the one where Darth Vader throws Palpatine down the shaft?
Yes. Yeah, you know the exact one.
Oh. How does it relate to Invincible though? And Omni-Man?
Well, I hadn't thought about it before now, but the reason why I thought of it is maybe it's weed. Maybe that's why I thought of it. But
No, it's fine. We thoughts are great thoughts.
Yeah. I kind of thought like in that moment, like why would he possibly want his father to still be in his life or whatever? And it's like, well, there is the only like good explanation for it is like, yeah, because he's still family. Like he still must want to see good in him, basically.
Well, but also Stockholm syndrome, though, right? Like it's really weird. But that's also the same reason why Mark even believes that he's that his mom means something to him, right? Because he just grew up that way. Maybe Omni-Man. I don't know this. It's just speculation, but maybe Omni-Man never, knew his parents as like in like a loving way or whatever. You know what I mean? So because they're apparently really tough, right? Really rough filter lights or whatever they're called.
Yeah,
they're like complete assholes probably. So and I get it, man. Like I thought about this afterwards because I agree with you, but also I empathize with Omni-Man because I understand in a weird way, right? Like if that's probably real shit, right? If you were really to get that old, of course people would like, if you're really that old, you could have a really intimate relationship with someone, but also in your lifetime, that's just a speck, right?
Yeah.
Means, it's a weird perspective, but I get it, man.
Yeah, I get it as well. Like this idea that like if you had existed that long and you'd watched so much in the universe go by and see how like meaningless it is, relationships with people, friendships, maybe even family, like you say, like maybe his parents weren't ever around in a meaningful way, then everything would just start to become really meaningless, right? Like it's almost nihilistic at that point.
Well, except for taking over the world, that's why he's so committed to that goal, right? I guess
exactly, because I guess
like whatever they're doing.
Yeah. Because I can't remember how it was now, but I think he told a story of how all the Vultramites like had a giant war to basically cull the weak, and then after that, they obviously went out and explored the universe and tried to colonize as many planets as possible.
Which is a weird backstory.
Yeah, it is odd, isn't it?
Well, I guess they were all about like being sure that only the strongest ones survive. So like it's perspective that's played with a lot, right? I don't know if you've ever played Fallout 4, but there's a DLC for Fallout. Man, it's a good game. You should check it out. But when you buy it, only buy it when this is a tip to anyone. If you want to try Fallout 4, huge tip. Only buy it if it's on sale and it's on Steam or whatever, and it's giving you all the DLCs with it. Like if it ever does like a sale that gives you all of it, like a big deal for $20, it's done that on Steam. That's when you buy it, and that's when the game is worth it. Because if you just buy the full game at full price and then you have to buy the DLC separately, it's way too expensive. But if you get it at a bargain, it's a great fucking game. So there you fucking go. Anyways, they also play with this concept in Fallout 4 and one of the DLCs, like just the strongest survive, right? Like I guess that's their attitude.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So their Mark is very, very empathic, man. I like that you said that he's you, basically, because I agree, you would be Invincible, I guess. I kind of can see it.
Oh, yeah, on the thumbnail. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was a fun story. I feel like a really good way to end this podcast would be to do like an Invincible title sequence type thing where it goes like, just completely random conversations go like, and I am, and then it will like cut off perfectly to the Invincible title screen with the music playing. Like I thought that was really good.
That's good.
Be a fun way to do it.
So whenever it says your name at the end of the podcast, this was Skaliber. Thank you for watching.
Yes. Welcome back, guys. My name is